RamosComics, we got a package. Let's open it up. Just got it from the mail. I've been waiting for this for a couple of, about a week now. It should have got here last Friday. Today is Wednesday, and it should have been here already, but let's open it up. So they packaged it in one of these mailers, but it's within cardboard to protect it a bit. And this is the cardboard. This is from a set of toys that came out in 1978, I want to say. It was the other giant space story that was going on at the time. The space story that wasn't Star Wars. I have one figure from this line, and these are two more figures that is now being added to the collection. Now, when I was a kid, I don't think I had any of these, but they were like from a set that I always wanted to try, and it's put into a nice little baggie, so it was well protected. I bought them from Macari, I believe, and they are they're both from Battlestar Galactica. We have this four-armed alien, and we have a Cylon. The Battlestar Galactica characters were interesting because they also came with ships, but the figures did not fit into the ships. The ships had brought their own figures and they were smaller. It was a way the company saved some money, I guess. And another way they saved, that the Cylon can turn at the hip, has a little bit of arm movement up and down. The way the arms are bent, you can't really go all the way around, and because of this is basically as far as his arms can go. So he's waving hello. So that's as far as those can go. The heads turn. They used to have this vac metal coloring on it, but you could see the dot of the eye. Cylons were known for that because it went back and forth, and it would have had a weapon. Unfortunately, loose toys don't usually have their parts. And again, that's it on the legs. Very limited articulation, but visually it still looks cool. As far as the alien creature, whose name I forget, it starts with an O, like Oblivion or something like that. So they only made one, but you could buy multiples of it because the aliens all kind of look the same. So the arms can go up and around. It could it could do a whole 360. The bottom one will hit stuff. And you got the leg. You could make them basically look like they're walking on all fours. I don't recall the episode that had it, but I know there was a queen. Oh. The head doesn't turn. So there's no turning in the head. It is mainly the arms. What is missing from this figure is a type of a cape that was made of like I wouldn't even know the name of it. It's a weaved cape that was in gold kind of color. That's something that probably can be made. No peg holes. And again, you could army build the Cylons, or you can army build these creatures. That was pretty much it. The only other figure that I have from this collection is Commander Adama, who's missing his cape. Funny enough, I do have a cape, but the cape is actually Starbucks cape, but Adama wears it for now until I get a Starbucks figure. And then that was it for the action figure line of Battlestar Galactica. The heroes, they only made Commander Adama, and they made Starbucks. They made most of the Cylons this way, but there was one that was in gold in color. I think it was just a repaint. This was one of the set of aliens. Then there was like characters like Boltar, who was a villain. There was the Supreme Intelligence type creature, a Supreme Cylon, and I think that's it. There wasn't too many figures. There was, I think, maybe one or two more aliens, and that was it in the line. A very limited edition line. They also had a character that was a robotic dog, whose name I can't remember right now, but that's another character to try to find. So it is a small line, not including the ships and the extra stuff, just the figures alone. It is a collectible item that you could pretty much get them all. They're not too expensive, especially loose, but most of them will be missing their weapons. I am slowly putting together a set for myself, just to see what I could do with them. And I have some ideas to maybe make some custom ones, because even though they never made Adama's son, you could use the same body as Starbuck and maybe switch the head. I don't know how easy it is to remove the heads of these figures, but that may be something that I'll be checking into. Anyway, so that's the toy haul for today. It's these characters. Thanks again for watching, and keep drawing.